Redecorating or refreshing your home for fall does not have to be daunting, overwhelming, or even expensive. Here are my top ways to help you make your home cozy for fall. So without further ado, let's get started.
My word is bond, we don't spit no lies.
Starting off with the front door, of course, the first tip is to incorporate unusual or household items in your fall design. Here I chose books, and notice how I reinforced the door color by showcasing that unique green in the books and in the pumpkins themselves. It's a subtle touch that brings overall harmony. Next up are fall florals. I got a bouquet of flowers from Trader Joe's and I spread it out throughout my space, keeping some of the flowers fresh and drying out the rest. I also swapped out my faux florals with these vibrant leaves. Now, I'm still testing these particular ones out because I might grab some ones that look a little more authentic to me instead. But of course, you can feel free to go outside and grab real branches or leaves if you want to, but just be sure to wash it off. You don't want any creepy crawlies. Tip number 3 is to shop your home. I grabbed decor from around my place and did a little rearranging, being sure to put a spotlight on decor that had rust orange, brown, and deep yellows in them. This is a free way to revamp your home and rotate the treasures you've been collecting. This next one is simple. Layer blankets that fit in your cozy palette, and I often go for knit and faux fur blankets. But layering does not stop in the bedroom or living room. Layer your kitchen towels as well for visual interest. Tip 5 is swap out your photos for fall pictures of you and your loved ones. You can also opt for scenery pictures that you've taken or that you've grabbed off of Pinterest for free. I did a mix of both and color graded the pics for overall cohesion. Now let's set the table. I am in love with this plate setting. The mixture of light and dark play extremely well here, and placing a small pumpkin on the bread plate was such a statement that again did not break the bank. This is a subtle nod to the new season without overwhelming the table. I also opted to only place pumpkins on 2 out of 4 plates for a more minimalistic approach. Tip number 7, mixing kitchen elements. There's so much you can do in the kitchen, starting with using food as your decor, especially if it's in season. I also enjoyed styling with mandarin oranges because look, they look like little pumpkins. Styling the kitchen is all about mixing textures and natural elements. You'll see that I mix multiple wood types, fall florals, food of course, scent elements such as a diffuser and candles, and cookbooks. Fun fact about this cookbook, I wanted to display a recipe that incorporated interesting colors. However, I don't own a cookbook holder, so I took a marble bookend and flipped it on its side to prop up the cookbook, and then I hid that behind more fall florals. You simply have to use what you have. And don't forget to decorate the places that typically go unnoticed. Give those spots a little extra love. Tip 8 is to swap out your lighter wooden cutting boards for darker ones. This is an easy way to bring warmth into your space while also bringing something interesting to the eye. I adore layering cutting boards, but something simply felt off with my original arrangement until I changed my lighter board for my darker one. Tip 9 is to cook a cozy meal. And there's nothing better than a warm, comforting meal during the colder months. This is also a time for you to enjoy your kitchen and explore a new meal or dessert, or make your staple crowd favorites. Plus, the smell of good home cooking is the perfect fall perfume. Speaking of scents, I touched on it earlier, indulge in nice candles. I made my own with candle vessels I found at the Dollar Tree and the supplies I already had in my home. This way I was able to customize my scent. I'm not too big on the typical fall scents like pumpkin spice, so I opted for this oud wood fragrance that is absolutely delicious and completely embodies the fall weather. I also adore the glow that the these candles give off, it completely sets the mood, and that leads me to our next tip. Set the mood with a faux or real fire and set up spaces for warm, dim mood lighting. I often go to YouTube and type in jazz fireplace. That not only relaxes me, but the glow from the television is just a little sultry. I also have these magnetic spotlights that I got years ago from Amazon that can change in lighting temperature and brightness. I add these behind the plants in my living and bathrooms. Onto the bedroom, let's talk about cozy bedding. Now, your bedding should always evolve, and I'm just learning that lesson now. I've always had white sheets for around 6 or 7 years now, so this is my first time just breaking up that all white hotel bedding. But now I'm learning that you can have that same hotel look, but with color as well, because it doesn't matter the color of your sheets or your duvet cover, it's how you truly style the bed. If you would have watched my Amazon must-have video, you would have seen that I had this duvet cover in my cart, and I'm so happy I bought it. This rust burnt orange color complements this wallpaper so beautifully. There's this big flower on that side I'll show you that has that rust orange color, and it just makes that flower just pop even more. It enhances the space, and I have this little crystal on my tray on my bed that has that same color, so we're tying in that color 3 different times, and it honestly helps warm up this pretty, not dull room because we do have the wallpaper, but it could be a cold room because everything other than the wallpaper is white. I've had these throw pillows for 4 years now on this bed, and it's time to switch them out. So I'm actively looking for a deeper, richer tone for my throw pillows and not just stark white or cream. And yeah, something that will complement this rust orange bedding as well, but something that also can be very, very timeless. Just a couple more to go. Tip 13, swap out your bathroom towels. I bought these brown ones for the new season because I only use white ones, and I must say the switch is really nice. Coziness can happen in the bathroom as well. Next up is incorporating wood in your bathroom. Instead of placing your soap and lotion on the counter or in a metal tray, try a wooden pedestal paired with a wooden nail brush. Also try adding a wooden stool next to the tub. I placed this vessel on top along with these dried grass stems, and I normally would never do this, but it totally works. Lastly, change some of your lighter pots for darker textured pots. That simple adjustment brings instant coziness. Thank you for spending a bit of your day with me, and as always, much love, SNR.